welcome back. It's Brianna from Brianna Reads. I have made an immaculate cup of coffee to get my day started. If you watched my previous video, here is the recipe. It is tried and true. Today I'm really going to talk about this stack of books right here. These are books specifically by Black authors, emphasis on Black, that are on my shelves that I've been collecting, but I'm too afraid to read. And I know I'm gonna get to them because why else would I have them? But there's something inside of me that's like, oop, can't do it. And it could be that it's speculative fiction that's a little too close to reality that absolutely scares the shit out of me. It could be an emotional like devastation that I'm not quite prepared for. Like I'm not close enough to my period where I'm ready to sob. I am getting there though, so I feel like I'm gonna have to pick one of these books up soon. But I'm seeing nothing but phenomenal things written about them, and like I even have audiobooks for some of these, so I'm gonna do like an immersive read. I'm just like, something is holding me captive where I'm like, no, I can't read it yet. I'm not in the right headspace. I'm not like perfectly comfortable to read it. And that's just getting on my nerves. So here are the books that are in question. First things up is Fast by Millie Belizaire. And I have this on audio. Libro FM, thank you so much for the free book. I could essentially sit down and devour this today, but I know that it packs an emotional gut punch, and I know it's going to be 5 stars. Like I know it's going to break me in the most amazing way possible, and I'm gonna love it, and I'm gonna eat it up, and I'm gonna recommend it. I'm too afraid to start flipping through the pages and actually reading it though. Next up is a book that I have recommended even without finishing it, and that has been recommended millions and millions of times before. I even skipped my book club pick because I knew that they were reading this and mentally I just couldn't do it. And that is quite literally Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. And I do have Parable of the Talents as well. The problem with this is that it takes place in, I think, 2024, and the person's tagline is "Make America Great," and it's a little too on the nose for where we are right now, which is probably even more reason why I should finish it and get onto book 2. I think my issue is that I can't escape into it because it absolutely scares me. Like I feel my heart beating out of my chest like I'm about to have a heart attack because of how spot on this is, and I cannot convince myself to keep turning the page. And the crazy part is that like I know it's good. It's like it's a gripping tale of survival. And I'm sort of like, hey, I have been in survival mode my entire life that I don't know if I want to be in survival mode within this book as well. But I need to like stop lollygagging and just pick it up and finish it. And I will. I'm gonna hold my feet to the fire and do it, just not today. Next up, and I think this one specifically because there's like 20 books in this bitch, and the author has said that she doesn't write happy endings, she writes realistic ones. And I'm sort of like, okay, well then it's definitely not a romance, understandable. But baby, realistic endings, I don't know. The way that people are throwing up, crashing out, sliding down walls on Threads, on TikTok, on Instagram, I'm sort of like, hey babe, do I want to read this? And it's A Moth to a Flame, which kicks off Ethic. And then there's Prada Plant. Like there's so many that's part of this series, but this book specifically, I started and I said, I did one of these, that'll be all. Because I was already irritated. I was already irritated by the main female character, and I was like, oh, am I about to go down this rabbit hole for 12 books and be irritated by everybody? I'm not there yet. Will I eventually get there? Sure. I did tell myself maybe in like a couple of months, maybe this summer during my summer Fridays, I'll start picking at them. Today's just not that day. This one should be no surprise. And it is The Reformatory by Tananarive Due. And I have started it. It's incredibly heavy. And I think the hard part for me is that it's also incredibly realistic. And it takes place in a part of history that's like really just dark and disturbing. And I think that's what makes this so honest. And yes, the supernatural elements, the ghosts and stuff make sense. I think I've just been very intimidated by it. And I know that it's going to be great, right? And I know that I want to get into her book because I want to read the next one that's coming out in, I think, October. It's Maisie Wood. But I need to get into this, and I need to just complete it and dive into it, because I know once I start it, I'll be sucked in and I'll enjoy it and I'll finish it. I just have to get across the hurdle that is getting through the first chapter and just getting my mind focused on it. You know what I mean? So if anybody has read this, let me know. And then this one is like actually pretty easy. It's like, I heard the saying spend bigger and I said, oh, I like a man who tells me to spend. Like I need a rich man. And it's The 19th Hole by Evelyn Latrice. I obviously read Watercolors recently and devoured it. And I absolutely love Evelyn Latrice's writing style. I think she is a phenomenal writer. I think she's very lyrical in her writing, and I think that's something that I adore. And I also love a book that makes me want to highlight every single page. I think what's happening with this one is that I'm almost, in a sense, like, I need a different genre, you know? Like, I almost need like something to like take the edge off of the last one that I read by her before I dive into this one, which is why I haven't picked this one up yet, but I did purchase it. And I know it's gonna be great because I love Zaire, and I love that he plays golf, and I love that he is black as hell and doesn't let anybody stop him, doesn't let anybody question his blackness. And I know that like, I think the female character is Meadow, and I know that she's irritating, but who isn't? And I know that I'm gonna enjoy them as a couple. I just have to start. This is the final one. It's Troubled Waters by Z. Renee. I did start it. The only reason I had to pause though was because what do you mean that you happen to every one of your sexual partners? That's
a little scary.
That's actually very scary because, huh? You mean to tell me that I could sleep with you and then the next morning I could be dead? Listen, living is really questionable right now, but I don't want to die at the hands of my lover. I feel like that's a little too cliche. But anyways, I am 54 pages in, and while I enjoyed it, I think I said, let's take a step back. And I don't know. And Kylo is like a little troubled, and Innocent is his female main character, and she's also a little troubled. So like two troubled souls in one relationship leaves a lot of troubled. You know, I think the first thing I said when I read this, I think I threaded it and tagged the author, and I was like, hey, we should get him some therapy because killing your sexual partners doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I think once I finish it, it'll all make sense and it'll all add up. But like, Innocent can't die because she's innocent.
Right?
I don't know, but we shall see. So that is 2, 4, 6 books as of today that I'm a little scared to start because I am a pussy. Let me get my thumbnail. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.